friends, Michelle here from Scrappy Soul Sister. Thank you for joining me today on my channel. I am working on a layout for my creative scrapbook using the February limited edition kit. Now this kit is full of Echoes of Time by 49 and Market, and I am taking the opportunity to do some heritage photos. And so this is the photo I'm scrapbooking today. I wish it was a better quality photo. I tried to scan it. I tried taking a picture of it, and it is what it is. But that's okay. We will work with it. And it does have, these tabs from being in the photo album. Now I can cut these off. I can't really cut these off up here. And so I will have to cover those with embellishments. And so my plan is to cut out this frame and lift it. I still have this piece, which is really pretty. It kind of pulls some colors from here, so I thought if I kept it a little bit away, and so I might measure this and cut out a background out of my Cricut with like a lacy edge, and mount it on that. And then I thought I would just do some strips on this side coming from that square like this. Now I need to do it in a way, I don't know if I will have to move the picture over, because I certainly don't want it to, well, I might be able to, then is it going to be too long and narrow looking? So you see my dilemma, but we'll work through it and let us see what we can come up with. One other thing I was going to do, I might do this on camera, I might not, but I have, quite a bit of these kind of French vanilla looking flowers, and so I might dye them in a little bit of a caramel color, and then I believe I have a distress spray for iced sage, and so I might change the color of some of my flowers a little bit. So all right, let's see what we come up with. All right, so I have my base paper here on a cutting mat, as I do not want to take a chance with my glass board, but I'm just going to use a ruler and a blade here, and there you go. It's all sped up and cut out for you. And I have also cut out the little green border background that I'm putting behind it. And so here is my picture, and I'm thinking a couple different things. Do I want to use this decoupage on top of this? But I decide against it. I'm going to stick with my original plan of doing some strips to the left. And so I'm looking at covering my little photo corners there. And so I'm using strips. And if I had a photo corner hunch, then that probably would have solved my problem for me, but I don't. And so I am doing this the hard way. And so, but I really like how it turns out. So I'm going to cut a bunch of strips out of my different patterned papers. And here in a moment, you'll see all the ones that I have selected. And yeah, here they are. So I'm going to take a look at some flowers as well. And before I go ahead and start adhering my strips, I'm going to go ahead and edge my corners or my edges with Dusty Concord. And then I do the same with the other layer, the mint layer there, I do with iced spruce. And I am figuring out it's not going to sit in this very well, so I do back the whole thing with just a spare piece of cardstock. I can't remember if I show you that or not, but never fear, that is what is going to happen to help get all the pieces of my layout to stick together really well. And so now I'm just going to go through and pick out all my strips, and I am going to distress the edges of those with the Dusty Concord as well. So all that is complete. I do add a couple strips from my collage papers as well. And I'm trying to figure out how do I want to attach these. And I decide to adhere them all to this piece of ephemera that comes in the kit. This is out of, oh, can't remember. It's either the ephemera bits or the laser cuts, but it must be the ephemera bits since the laser cuts were all florals. So while I am backing this on my cardstock, let me take the opportunity to let you guys know there is a promotion in February. So if you mention my name when you order or subscribe to a kit, then you will get a free gift. So it's a great time to sign up for a kit, and it can be any of the kits, the creative, main, limited edition kit, or the album kit. So I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo. I put it on tissue paper first, and then I'm going to mat it on this piece of pattern paper. I liked the black grungy look at the top right corner, and so that's why I chose it. It probably gets covered up, but that helped make my decision easier. And I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges a little bit, and then I will hit those with Dusty Concord as well. All right, so I'm getting that done. And I believe in this layout, in this process, I'm going to go ahead and edge the outer part, as you can see there, but I'm going to show you my cluster building, and then I will come back with the final product. I'm not going to make you watch me glue and uh, distress things with that Dusty Concord, but I do that with pretty much all of the papers. So I really like how the strips came out. That was pretty much the look I was going for, but some of them are a little bit wonky, so I'm trying to fix it a little bit there. And I am going to use something to the side there. I start with this card that ends up being one of the index cards with the file folder top, and so that's going to change. I am going to use this flower though, and I did spray it with iced spruce, and then I sprayed it with, I believe, weathered wood from the spritzes, and so that gives it a little bit of sparkle. There we go. That's the card I end up using. And I chose that because I just love the clock. Now, a lot of the clock ends up being covered, but the cute little critter there that I think is it's either a bunny or a mouse. I'm not 100% sure. You are able to see quite a bit of him. So I'm going to layer in some florals. And this is going to be my title, Simple Pleasures. And so I think I probably mentioned in the original description, these are my grandparents. And so I just love these old photos that have so much personality. And so it's always fun to see your grandparents in a different light when they were young and having fun and enjoying their lives. Now, they lived in Alaska. They met in Alaska while my grandpa was serving there during World War II. And so my grandma was a teacher, and so lots of family memories in Alaska there. And so I am working on that cluster over to the left. And so I have the purple flower I'm going to use. I'm going to use that little owl tag. and a lot of the florals, including like a little climbing vine floral. Now I'm building this cluster up to the left, and I know I've talked in my last couple videos in particular that I like to take a photo of my layout before I glue things down, and I did that in this case and decide against that for um, cluster. And so you'll see in the final product that is going to go away. It just felt like it was a little distracting and not necessary. So save myself some product. But I am going to use that little white frame around that cute critter's face. I am going to use the slide reel there, though it's going to change position a little bit. I am going to use that clock as well as a clock up to the top right. So I end up using two of the clock faces. And yeah, I also use quite a few of the gears. So I might layer that in more at the end. So typically, I will, build everything and then the small pieces and such, whether it's hearts, the little gears, whatever it might be, I do after I've glued everything down. And so playing with a few of the single flowers there. And I think I'm getting close to being done with this part of the process. Now I have moved my title down below the photo, and I am going to move things around just a little bit. I'm just playing here and there. I try to make sure that there is a nice balance in each cluster. For instance, I don't like a corner next to another corner. I'd much rather have an edge next to a round piece. Make sure there's no negative space, that type of thing. I've also added a little tag under my title just to create a little bit more interest. And I do tie off my title with a piece of waxed thread. There I'm taking my picture, and as you can see, when I come back here, like magic, I have adhered everything down. I'm still, I have a few pieces left that I'm trying to figure out where was it. But I'm also going to layer in some butterflies. And I'm going to add those gears, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. Now is the time where I add all my little bits and pieces and fill any gaps that I might have. I really like this little, I don't know what it is, like a little scarab or something. And so he ends up next to that owl there. And other than that, I think the last thing I need to do is add a few rhinestones that I'm going to add to my butterflies. There we are. And that is going to be, I think, my last step. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, I guess I'm doing some splatters. Um, but I appreciate you choosing to spend your time with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you did so. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and that would help me meet one of my goals. And so if you haven't checked out my creative scrapbook yet, now is the time. Get your free gift, mention my name. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you again for hanging out with me. Bye, everyone.